My girl says she feel like her marriage is war, and she just doesn't know what to do with herself at this point. She just needed to talk and come in for a good shampoo session. Yeah. What does reciprocation look like to you?
The thing is, I don't know. It's never been right. I think I've been the one that's been delusional.
You being delusional?
Yeah.
Why are you delusional? How are you delusional?
I think I've been delusional. Like, when someone does not love you and clearly you can see it, but you're just holding on to the hope that what you think you deserve, you're gonna get it someday, but it keeps getting worse. That's you being delusional.
Okay. Let's start from the beginning. How old are you?
I'm 33.
33. When your birthday?
December
what? 6.
Sagittarius.
So, I can see how you got here. I can see, but see, I don't like the word delusional. It's not that you're delusional. Naturally, Sagittarians, you hold stuff in until you're ready to explode. But it's not healthy, because then you get to the place where the plate piles up, and then you can explode, because it's not really that anything was done. All of it was allowed. So now that you know that you have rain, now that you know that there's a thunderstorm, and you know that you are protected, what do? How do you bring the sun back to your world? That's the only answer and the only question that's going to get you out of the mindset of you feeling delusional or failed or, unloved. What is going to give you back that thing that makes you you?
The only thing that can give me back what will make me feel like me again is if like my husband is obviously the issue I'm having.
That's not what I asked you. I asked you, what is that thing that is going to give you back you? See, that's the problem. When one is asking you to make you happy, you want to keep talking about the issue. We got the issue. The issue is fine. And we won't make too much more of the issue, because the issue is already causing issues, right? All right, so let's come to find a place on the map where the issue isn't an issue. Where is the street that's called You Got Me Fucked Up? And you start getting to the place that's going to give you back the thing that you need. Because that can go one of two ways. That can heal your marriage, and it could heal you. Because now you're bringing a part of yourself to the marriage that could show him how to love you, and you'll be bringing a part of yourself to you that makes you feel like other words than delusional. So what is that street? What does that avenue look like? How do you begin? How do you drive down that street, and what does that street look like?
I don't know. Actually, I do not know.
I respect that.
I knew before, because before I was living with a purpose. I was living in my truth, and I was living in my abilities, what I think, what I know, and what makes me thrive, right?
All right.
And then this toxicity came in.
Where was that at? Where was that at? Tell me right there. Where was that at? What was the toxicity? What did it look like?
Okay, what it looks like is me. So my mom doesn't have a house, right? She doesn't have where she can stay whenever she goes to my home country, which is Nigeria. So I've been, for the life of me, been trying to get her, a stable place where she can stay. So I started that with my husband. He knows the reason why she doesn't have anything, because my dad and her, they fell out. He sold the house that she was staying in. So, and he acted supportive in the first instance, right? And we were even trying to look for someone that can sell us a house, back in Nigeria and all that. I never knew that he was just stringing me along so I can tell him everything that concerns something like that. But it was not successful for about 6-7 years. I was not able to do it. So I found the land. I bought the land.
Mm-hmm.
I told him about everything. Remember, no secrets, nothing. He acted like my pal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, actually, so him and I, we wanted to buy a house here. We were putting money in a joint account together so we can buy a house. He just, one day told me that he's not interested anymore in buying a house here. We should buy a house in Nigeria. I objected, but at the long run, I was like, okay, let's just do it.
Right.
So when he went to buy the house, he put only his name on the house. I saw the document when he came back, and I was like, are you kidding me? Right. We have 50-50. In fact, I have 60%. You have 40% in this money. Why didn't you put my name? Right. And he was like, oh, this is it. That's how you just react. Why are you reacting for? They're going to do another document. They're going to put your name. And I'm like, both of us have the same last name. Yeah. What will it cost you to just put my first name and your own name and then put the last name?
Right.
So I called the lawyer. I was like, what's going on? The lawyer was like, well, I didn't know your name was supposed to be there, but truly we're going to do another document, then we can put your name on that one.
So you feel like if you didn't call, your name probably wouldn't have been on that document?
Yes, it wouldn't be. Because at the end of the day, the lawyer, they already signed and there's already a stamp of Nigerian Bar Association on that document. Okay. And he would have still, I trusted him enough that he would have gone and finalized everything and I wouldn't even know anything. So if not for me coming across the document 1 month after he came back, I wouldn't know that he didn't put my name.
So you felt betrayed?
I felt betrayed.
And now?
And that's not the first time. So when I came to this country, after 5 years was when I knew that there was something called tax refund. Okay. And I've been working for 3 years, and my husband would even take me to the tax office to sign, to the person that was the file for us. I would sign. I didn't know he was collecting a refund on my kids. I didn't know for 5 years. It was after 5 years. You know how I knew? I was a CNA. I was working nights, and one of my colleagues there, it just happened that it's someone from my country. They told her to show me around that night, because normally it would be just me working in that facility, but they sent me to another facility, so they wanted me to learn that place so I can start working by myself. So it just happened that I met with the woman, and she was telling me that she was having issues with her husband because their tax refund. And I was like, what's tax refund? And she looked at me like,
you're crazy.
You've been, and she just got to this country then. She's even a refugee. She doesn't have any papers. But me, I'm already a permanent resident. I didn't even know jack shit.
Nobody taught you.
So nobody told me.
Okay, so now.
So she told me, and so she told me that your husband has been filing all this while. And I have 3 kids, and I don't even know. Thousands, thank you. It was collecting like 8,000, 7,000 every year.
And what was he spending it? You have no idea.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
But okay. I know then that he was sending money to his brother in Nigeria. They were buying properties in his name.
Without your name.
Without me knowing, without my knowing, everything he tells me, oh, I'm struggling so much because my brother is, helping me to buy some properties. And I'll even, take my own phone and I'll send him money and say, send it to your brother so they can, do those things for you. I didn't know that it was even my money that he was sending back home. So I called him out on it, and you know what my husband said?
What?
He said, look at how you're reacting. Just something small. He's a Scorpio.
So basically, hold on. Wait a minute.
November 3rd.
No, ma'am, I'm not like that. Now that's nasty. Because see, one thing is I've learned you don't pee where you sleep.
Right.
You don't disrespect the house, and if I see me.
It betrayed me not once, not twice, not thrice with the house.
Okay, so now we done heard he did a lot of shit. Now you don't. Okay, so you got this feeling he's broken your heart. You are fucked.
Multiple times.
Okay, so what do you do now, darling? Is what I'm asking you.
Now the kids are involved. I'm crying every day. If I leave this marriage, what will become of my kids?
Your kids will be, look at you. What do you mean what will become of them? You told me in this conversation, you put money aside and you started to buy land, right?
So I bought a land. And
right. Okay, well, hold on. I ain't through. You said that also that when this man told you he needed extra money, you went into your pocket and you gave extra money.
Yeah.
All right, so your kids not only seeing you being a loving mother, you are a fruitful mother. You are a mother that is blessed. The only way you could give to somebody else is that you have to be blessed first.
Yeah.
Now, I ain't seen you miss a beat. You didn't came in here with Louis Vuitton earrings and Gucci bags and shit. You look good. You're taking great care of yourself, and it's not about the money. But I know for you to have the ability to go do these things is everything. So you should hold on to that because you're working hard for this. It ain't like you got over here and you were just giving away. You made a way. You created a table and you are eating.
Yeah.
It just so happened that there are people eating the food and you don't want to share in that manner. And that's not wrong. Because a man that finds a woman finds a good thing, not a thing you take advantage of, not a thing you use, and not a thing that you definitely share a bed with and try to say that there's levels of intimacy, but with heartbreak and betrayal. Now, I do know that much. So for you, your kids, I don't see your kids see you being a less than. Now, as a mother, I can understand what you're trying to show your kids. And I get that part, and I think that's fantastic. But I don't want you to think not one day in your life that what you're showing them and what you're doing is an issue. I had to learn how to look at my mother's stuff. When I was a kid, I was like, oh, she tripping. Oh, I can't believe she did this. But I don't have kids. But now as an adult, I can see why decisions could have been made as an adult. As an adult, I can understand how if I had a child, how I would speak to my child and what I would want my kid to see and then have to later grow up. Like, think about those songs you used to listen to as a kid. You didn't know some of those songs were saying some of the stuff they were saying until you got older and you could put things into perspective. Well, that's the same thing your kids are doing. They're watching you, and someday they will mimic you and put those same things into perspective. They will buy land. They will honor their vows. And even when they're getting their heart broken to the utmost extent, they will put and keep God first. That's what you did. It's hard to walk a good path. It ain't the easiest. So him getting the easy money but losing the prize. If you take them kids, he can't claim shit, but you can. So he got 1, 2, 3 years when you get the forever of them. And who the fuck do you think they're going to devote their lives to when they get older? The person that they saw with the tears in her eyes because she was getting her ass whooped, but still supplying, still goddamn going. So yes, but in the midst of that, change that word. You're not delusional. You are a godly woman. And you were trying to do it right. But obviously, baby, these people in this world ain't signing up for the same reason you signing up. They not. And it's okay. But that don't stop you, though. That don't stop you. You keep doing your shit, bro. I'm telling you.
He's dimming my lights right now.
No, and you let him. Now, you can't let that happen, no. Take my gasoline and pick your shit back up if you got to, girl. I'll give me some more. But no, that's not an option. Because now you let that happen. That's even a deeper version. He dims your light. What do the kids see? They see mama's lights going out. And they're not at an age yet where they can help mama pick that up. So don't let that happen. You strong enough to do that. That man just said when you listen to him, walking is strength. That is not a weakness. When you signed up and you said, I do, I will, I am, you have done exactly that part. Yes. You've been, you kept the promise, you kept the word. You did. You are. You want to be on the side that he's on? No. So it looks easy because he got the little stuff that could have helped out at that time. The little money that could have took you guys further. He made the wrong decision by taking your name off of stuff that could have helped you guys. But doesn't that also tell you, if you hear that, doesn't that tell you something?
If you were honest and you came back and we can still buy properties here.
Yeah.
This man told me that he doesn't want to buy a property here. Okay. What he wants is for him and I to put 100% of our salaries in one account. I said no, never. It will not happen. I have not had any reason to trust you. Now tell me why I will now devote all my life to you. What would you do then? But
now question, why would he ask you to?
What would you ask me to? He said he wants us to buy a lot of property here, but I was like, okay, You bring 60, I'll bring 40. We can buy properties
And
here.
you still compromising and ain't getting shit.
And this one told me no, it has to be 100%, 100%. So 50-50 from him and me. I said no, never. Never. You can't, because look at you. Our history. When have I been able to trust you? You've always let me down.
You said that to him?
Yes.
And what did he say back to you?
He said, well, I've been the one feeding you when you came to this country. I've been the one paying the bills.
All right, so you wait, hold on. Did you hear the answer? I know it hurts. But let's put the emotion aside real fast for 3 seconds. I've been the one feeding you and doing the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He has not been the husband. He's been just providing. So do you hear your answer? Your husband is your teammate. Your husband is the one that hears your dreams and hears his dreams. And y'all come to the table and talk about future dreams. Your husband understands we have a family that's growing in this household, needs to be on one accord and equally yoked. A husband understands that. Now a provider looks for restitution.
Yeah. You know what he told me when I asked him about the tax? He told me that, well, I brought you to this country. Do you know how much I paid to bring you to this country?
Exactly.
And you've been and I did your papers. Do you know how much I used to do your papers? So I said you've been collecting restitution on top of my head all this while. He said, well, yes, all this money I'm collecting is mine because I brought you here. And I was like, I gave you 3 kids. And he was like, well, yeah, well.
I agree. And hold on. I don't like the son of a bitch. I don't. But I'm going to agree with him right there. Well, because yes, if you did go to the state, no lies to you, they will say that the sex was consensual.
Yeah.
They will say that. Now, is it, yes, well, but the kids are here, and the kids are here, and the kids got a great mama. God is good on that side. But now, well came from the father, and you need to hear that he said well. And well means a lot. Well means a lot. Stop expecting anything. Expectation is room for letdown. He gave you his answer right then and there. Yes, I've been collecting. Well, what you gonna do about it?
Exactly.
All right. So now I'm gonna ask you from a loving place, from a person that's coming to you from a different place. What are you gonna do about it? Because now you got to make your difference. Or you go into your 40s, which is 7 years from now, with this same shit. Now, I don't know. I know, divorce now may not be in your culture and your thing.
Exactly. He's using my parents against me. He'll call them, he'll tell them, oh, she wants to lose this marriage. I'm going to leave and she's going to be in shame. And my parents are so scared because in our culture, like, divorce is like, a shameful, big thing. And they're so scared and they're calling me all the time, please, just settle for the kids' sake. It's because of these kids. It's because of these kids. And let me tell you, I went silent. I am not someone that goes quiet, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have gone quiet. I have gone mute in my home.
Mm-hmm.
I have become a shadow of myself.
All right. Well, you heard what you said. So you got your answer. You heard what you said. I'm not myself. I'm a shadow of myself. And that comes from you, that delusional person, the betrayed person. So you will be giving him the life. Do you not consider that shame? That's a shameful life.
Yeah.
You will sign the permission slip to be unhappy. I don't know how to tell you. Here I come. Give me 1 second.
Oh, the thing stopped.
I know. Oh, you going to the restroom. Go ahead, do your thing. I can't tell you to be unhappy, baby. I can't. Because your tears rolled up in your eyes so thick a few seconds ago. It was crazy. I can't tell you to be unhappy because I know you know God. And you know God is not. This is not a holy union. And it's someone that says they love the Lord. Because, growing up a man, and even though I've had some issues with my sexual identity, I do know one thing. That a woman has always been the prize. I'm going to tell you like that. Because I know y'all picked the good toilet tissue. If it was left up to us, you get some gas station toilet tissue. Y'all pick the good water, you pick the good food, you live a good life, the house smells good, it's clean. Go to an average man's house. It's nasty as fuck. It's you that create us and challenge us to become better. It is you. So those men that are out there taking advantage and defiling the game, one, they not only push y'all to people like us, they make y'all scared of us, and that's fine, because I'm good, I'm changing the weather, I'm fine with that. But not only do they do that, but they put a hole in your heart. And that's not necessarily fair.
Oh, so deep, so big.
Yeah, but now the only thing you can do from that is the thing I learned in life is you build a healthy narrative from it, and you realize that true players in the game only learn, only thrive from the truth, only pay attention to it all. That sometimes we have to break our own heart just to get to that winning place again. And I'd rather break my own heart than have somebody else do it to me. So if I gotta go, if I gotta be out this camp, I'm out. I'm out. And I'll see you next lifetime, bitch, or you were dirty. Me no kill. So I think you should do that. Figure that thing out, and you know, you need to call and cuss and fuss sometimes. I'm strong. Cuss me out, baby. I can take all that shit. You can call me all kind of dark-skinned, raggedy bitches. I wouldn't care. But what I want, though, I want you to find your smile again. I think you got it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. If you think for 1 second I'm finna sit here and just let you tell me somebody is dimming your light, somebody is taking something from you, and somebody is taking the one thing that God has created for us to thrive in love, and they are defiling you or weaponizing you with it, I'm not finna just sit here and just let you ride like that. Me as a man of God, as a black man, a strong man, I've learned some things over life. I had a grandmother. I have a mother. I don't have siblings, but I've had sister-like individuals, and I've been a hairstylist for over 22 years. And I understand the delicacy, yet the importance of a female, of womanhood, of grace and mercy and beauty that she carries in her naturally. And this one is no different than any of the other ones, or any of you guys that are out there in the streets today. So you get this hair, and you get this confidence, and you buy this land, and you buy this bag, and you do all of these things that you are coming here to do. And don't you, not one of you, let me find out that another man in your bed is making you feel less than. Do I make myself clear? Bye.